Cafe Noma and welcome to our reaction to Liquid Tension Experiment, and we're going to react to the song Another Dimension. This is our first time listening to this song, Another Dimension. It's requested by Jeffrey. Let's get started right away. It's about a 10-minute long song. Buckle up. that last stretch, they made it extra heavy. Extra heavy. They really took it to another level, another dimension. That's why probably they named Another Dimension for
Yeah,
this
they
song.
made the guitar scream.
Yeah.
Scream.
Yeah, baby.
But without a
I
doubt,
love it.
without a doubt, that accordion sound,
Yeah, and then the Spanish guitar, a little bit of it.
accordion sound, which may have been done on the keyboard,
I think, yeah.
that was the icing
Stole
on the
the
cake
show.
for me.
For me.
With all their brilliance, it was the accordion that stole the show, not them. Not them on their primary
Exactly.
instruments.
Yes. And I will 100% agree with that.
Easily.
The
It was too
variation
much.
that stole the show.
You know what? It was too long and it was too much of the same thing in one song.
If they didn't do that, I think this
More
would have
variety.
been very ordinary.
More variety was needed in the instruments. Something more could have been done with the
A
keyboards,
little bit more.
but it wasn't. Only the accordion sound saved the day.
Yeah.
Else, as it went on, towards the end they tried to show
I like the
a
last
lot of
stretch,
power and all that.
Yeah.
But no ordinary stuff for me.
Okay.
At the end of the day, I'm ordinary, but they are definitely talented. That
They
doesn't-
are much beyond ordinary, yeah.
because for me it sounded ordinary, but that doesn't mean they are ordinary.
Yeah. This is good. For me, I enjoyed it. I often think about when it is instrumental or most songs, I think about what would be the right time for me. Because for me, timing, the mood, my mental, situation for music depends a lot. What kind of music I choose. Sometimes you're not feeling that happy, you choose something else. You're feeling very joyful, you choose something. When you're working and you don't want something that distracts you, helps you focus, you choose something else. This kind of music, trust me when I'm saying this kind of music would be ideal for people who are taking long flights. And I know a lot of people are very scared of taking a long flight journey during the pandemic, and not that flights are working that often these days, but in an ordinary situation, when you listen to this kind of music on a flight, it definitely reduces the boredom of a flight. I hate sitting in the flight doing nothing. You just have to while that time. I think this kind of music really can help you get through that. I would love to listen to this kind of music on a plane. That is what it is.
Yeah.
Put yourself in that while you're listening to it. You will realize.
Culture plays a vital role in music. You
Yeah.
know, I said it in an earlier reaction for the same patron.
Yeah.
Culture is a vital, music is a vital component of every culture. The only thing sad about music like this, not just this, but most metal bands, most rock bands, is there's no diversity.
Yeah.
There's no appreciation of something outside their culture. It's only their culture, their culture, their culture. And that culture at most times is quite shallow. When I say shallow, I mean musically it's shallow.
At one level.
Lyrically also it's shallow at most times. So when that accordion came in here, that added so much punch to the music,
So much
which
joy.
was going dry.
I know.
It was like a dry plateau. It needed rain badly, and that accordion provided that rain.
Just a little bit.
It
Drizzle.
is a humble request as a music lover and reactor. Any musician watching reactions on our channel, especially a reaction like this, inculcate more of other cultures into your
Vibrancy.
culture. Don't restrict yourself to a little dark hole, which is already being suffocating you.
I know.
It's suffocating you, and that can be clearly
shrinking.
sensed in many of the songs that we listen to. It's suffocating you. You think you're alive, you think you're well, but you're actually killing your own self. We are being suffocated. And it's time to
Break open.
break open, break free, embrace other cultures, and embrace it with purity. Don't embrace it for material benefit or profit alone. That will ruin it even more for you. You'll be suffocated even further.
You know, Savio, I was thinking whether we should make just one video about it, or maybe I should say it in this one, because I think I have the time to do that. Since you spoke about culture and everything, me living in Mumbai, India, I do get to know the sentiments of the people who are living in the West. not all countries, but mainly people from the USA, because majority of the people on our channel still are from United States of America. And I sense from the responses that we get, not that we get massive response on our channel, let's be honest about it, and I live in reality, but whatever response that we get from our regular loyal subscribers and viewers, visitors on our channel, I do sense when the sentiments are very, very volatile, when the sentiment, when they are very happy, when they are not very happy, when it is all just going normal. There is nothing great about it or nothing sad about it either. This year has been very, very challenging for most people on the planet, because of the pandemic, because of the virus situation, because of so much that people had to keep on absorbing very quickly. So much news, so much information, so many shocks after shocks. You don't know how to react to it, and before that something else hits you. You don't know how to react to something else, and then another thing is on you. People are jobless, people are struggling with their finances, people are struggling with, of course, diseases and infections and etc. And then there is weather that has already been very harsh this year. The summer has been harsh all over the world, including California, where there was massive fire, Australia, where there was massive fire. So all of this was already happening. Our regular problems were already there, and on top of that there was a mountain of problems that were pushed on people. And the worst situation was for the people of USA. We went through it last year. This year it was the turn of USA when they have their elections. For some reason, the election years of a year of a democracy is turning into a volcanic eruption kind of a thing. It is so just before the eruption, just like the volcano is just heating up for any kind of result. It becomes that volatile, it becomes that unpredictable and that scary, which should not be the practice. But I don't know, maybe because of so much of media exposure and so many people getting connected to their globally with all of the information that is being shared, not a single person is kept out of loop. Back in the days, 10 years, 20 years ago, normal common man of a society, of a city, of a village, they didn't know what was happening in the world most of the times. They would get announcements, okay, there's going to be elections, there's that campaign would start, and people would be there and not there. They had their private lives very private. Nowadays, so much information, and that is heard onto people so directly that it is definitely getting people always very, very disturbed with whatever is happening. Every little thing that is happening in some corner, we all get to know about it, and we feel very different about it, very sentimental about it. Our sentiments are running always high. And I sense that from the people who are coming on our channel and the way the responses are going. I hope they see another dimension soon, and they start decoupling them from what is happening around them. It will help mentally.
To what you said and to what I said earlier, I will only say one thing. People who are stuck in a deep, dark hole, they really can't see the light.
I know.
So, no matter what you tell them, at that time,
I don't think it helps what we say.
At that time, they can't see the light. So, the only thing that engulfs their thoughts and their lives is the darkness. And when you live in that kind of darkness, it's not a democracy anymore.
It's not democracy. It's against any democracy.
When you're talking about survival of the fittest and all, it's not a democracy anymore.
No, nothing
it's not the
democratic
right kind
about
of life even. It's the worst life possible. So I'll come back to what I said earlier. Musicians, broaden your horizons. Look outside the box. Embrace other cultures.
Yeah.
You travel the world, but you don't learn anything from there. What a shameful thing that is. And this is just one example of what I'm talking about. There must be plenty more. So, yeah. And even if you don't have the opportunity to travel, there's no excuse with the information overload that we can get through Google and other aspects of the media.
Yeah.
There's no excuse.
There is no excuse.
You really want to step out of your comfort zone. You really want to travel outside your deep, dark hole. You can do so. You can do so on your little screen that you stare at most times. You can do so. But it's all about will. And that will is lacking in that culture.